Hey everybody, this is Jamie with Hex Head. First, I'd like to thank you for shopping at Hex Head. All of our artwork is handmade right here in the United States, and we appreciate your support. This is our LED instructional video. So you have scanned your QR code that is inside of your box. This video is also available on the website. If you go to the LED product, there's one listed on every team page. Every page has it in there if you just scroll down, and you can get to the installation video there as well. So what we're going to go over today is all of your parts list, how the assembly takes place, some troubleshooting, and going to work through it together. It's actually a pretty painless process. Takes about 10 or 15 minutes to set your lights up depending on the piece. And so we're just going to get started. This is how it comes to you. As you know, you probably have this in your hand right now. All the parts are inside. And inside of this box is the QR code that hopefully you found and scanned to get to this video. Or if you're watching this video purchasing a product, then you'll know that it comes in the box. So let's just start with where you plug in. This is your power source. Makes sense. We do that in white because it tends to blend with the walls a little bit better. These are your connecting cables. These are what connects the light strips to each other. You get 4 12-inch light strips in your pack. As you can tell if you look really closely, these are bendable light strips. So you can see those little scalloped out areas, and I'm going to show you how that works on how we're able to wind it around the artwork. You're also going to get these little 4-prong connectors. That's what connects the light strips to these connecting wires. And then these little pieces here, which help tie the wires down to the back of the piece. You're also going to get a remote control. POW, remote control. Already has a battery in it. You just pull that little slip out here and it's ready to go. But the best way to operate these lights is to scan this transformer QR code right here and put the free LED app on your phone and control it with your phone. That's the coolest way to do it. You can pick any effect, you can preset it, all the different light colors, you can switch between colors, pick your colors, and you can set up, I think, over 100 light sets with that app. So if you've got a whole bunch of Hex Head in your house, you can operate them all differently. So we're gonna start here with this piece for Ohio State, easy enough. We're gonna turn this piece over and lay it down on a soft surface, obviously nothing that's gonna scratch it. And we're going to get all of our parts out. So here's what we're going to do. The first thing that I want to do is get all of my parts set up and connected, and I want to plug it in because I want to make sure that everything works right before I start sticking them down, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to get our power source out here. And Jake's going to help me out. And we're going to connect these. Now, when we go to connect these, here's how it works. And we're going to show you some up-close details of this. We have these little 8-prong connectors here. The 8-prong connector goes into the light strip, just like that. On these light strips, on the connecting wire, there is a small arrow right there on the wire. And on the light strip, there is a B, an R, a G, and a plus sign. The arrow needs to be lined up with the plus sign. No big deal. Pow, just like that. It's pretty easy. The most common mistake, they've got this flipped over and the arrow is on the B side. It's not going to work, and it's not, at least not going to work properly. So the arrow needs to be on the plus. So we're just going to connect all these together and plug them in and see how they all work. So it looks like they're working. That means that I am doing something right. Bingo! Okay, so now all of the lights are lit up. I can see that it's working properly. I'm going to go ahead and pull the plastic out. I just want to see, you know, the remote's working. I hit green, green's on. I hit purple, purple's on. Okay, it looks like everything's working properly. Red, awesome. So we at least know that the remote is working. We know that the lights are working. So now we're ready to start putting this thing together. So no big deal with the power right now, but we want the power to come in somewhere. So the artwork will hang with a slot hole, but if you're going to have all the lights behind it, it's going to end up pulling off the wall a little bit. That's fine. That's fine because, I mean, once it's up, right? So I'm going to have this, our power source coming right here out of the bottom. So that's what these little clips right here are for. We use these to help tie it down and keep it locked into place. So I'm just going to put that little clip on the wire to get started, and we're going to put it down. All right, now I have all these light strips. Here's the deal. The light strips don't have to be on every inch of the back of it because they're going to put out a lot of light and it's going to shine out around the piece. So what I'm trying to do is you know, just get it to where it makes sense and wind it around. So I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to end up winding this around, and then we're going to take these connectors and put some loops in them, now that we know that everything's in there good. So I'm going to take that loose, and I'm going to take this one loose. Now, when you go to peel the film off, the only thing that comes off is the blue film. We've had some people that get a little aggressive and end up peeling the entire strip off. Don't do that. All you have is this little film, and then you see that it's sticky on the other side. If you're grabbing too much, you're going to see it's not going to be sticky. So I'm going to peel that off, and I'm going to start winding this around. I'm going to be able to get this right here. So you can see those little scalloped areas are going to allow me to manipulate it, to wind around a little bit. Just like that. So you see, I don't need to get into every little area. It's impossible to do that. For the wires, we're going to put a loop in the wire, and that's going to allow us to, you know, get these a little bit closer together. So I'm just going to get another one of my little tie downs. And we're going to put that right there as soon as I get this light strip on. So now, I'm going to get this one here. Going to tie this little guy down. Rock and roll, man. This thing's zipping right along. Okay. We're going to get our next one going. So I'm going to want this one to go here. We're going to go right around that slot hole there so I can see where it's going to start. All we have to do is just put this one down, halfway there. Sometimes at this point, like, I just want to make sure that it's all working right. Kind of gives me the feel for it a little bit. So I want to plug that in. Just see what's up. Pow. Right on, man. We are looking good. All right. Last one. Okay, I see my arrow, my plus sign. As bad as my eyes are, I can still get there. I'm going to want to wind this around. And we're going to end it somewhere around here. Look at that. Now I'm just going to tie these pieces down. This is the receiver for the remote. And sometimes you have to reset this by hitting that power button. If you change the battery in your remote, then you will need to pair your remote with this power source. And to do that, you will hold down your power button for 5 seconds. You would point it at this from the backside and you'll hold it down for 5 seconds. That's how you pair it, if necessary. Sometimes you don't have to do that if you want to control it with the remote. Boom. I'm going to put one more here. Just so we can kind of keep it kind of tidied up. Got plenty of these little sticky anchors, just like that, and that looks really good. Boom. Here we go. Now we're going to go ahead and we are going to put the app on our phone so that you guys can take a look at that, and then we're going to hang it on the wall. So here it is, of course, Ohio State. You may want red behind it. We can change that to whatever color we want. Jake's going to run through some different colors and effects. You can pick just a couple of colors and have it rotate back and forth. So with some schools that have, you know, orange and blue, like the Denver Broncos, then you can just pick orange and blue and have it rotate through. So a lot of different things that you can do with the app, including syncing it up to music, having it flash like that. Also, if you have your lights plugged into an outlet that's controlled with a light switch, it's pretty cool because when you turn the light switch off and then back on, it will remember what setting you had, so that you don't have to go back and reset the lights every time. So if you're looking to spice up your Hex Head, LED lights are definitely the way to go. If you have any issues at all, you can email us, customer service at hexheadart.com, or just simply reply to your order confirmation. That comes straight to my inbox, and I'll be happy to help you with whatever questions you have. Make every game a home game.